Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Yes, today is our second class of division. So in today's class, our first topic is going to be division of a two-digit number by a one-digit number. What are we going to learn, children? Division of a two-digit number by a one-digit number. Two-digit quotient with remainder as 0. What are we going to learn first? A division where the remainder will be 0. Example, for if 48 rupees is to be distributed equally among two people, then how much will each get? What are they saying? Can you see here 48 rupees? If these are to be distributed among how many people? Two people equally. Yes, both the people should get the amount equally. Then how much money will each get? Yes, so when we are saying about distributing equally, what do we use? We use division. So what should we do? 48 is to be divided by 2. The total money divided by the number of people. 48 divided by 2. Yes, children. Now let us see how do we divide 48 by 2. Okay. 48 divided by 2. First we have to look at the digit in tens place. Again, if you remember, we start our division from left to right. So we look at the digit in the highest place value, which is 4 here. Now is 4 lesser than our 4 is greater than our divisor 2? Yes or no? Yes. So we can continue with dividing. If suppose this was 18, if this was 18 children, okay, now if we take only 1 is less than our divisor 2 here. 1 is less than 2, so we cannot divide 1 by 2. So what will we do? We'll take both the digits together. But here what is the case? We are having 48 and 4 is greater than our divisor. So what we'll do? We'll divide only 4 first. If you look at 2 table children, we have 2 2s are 4. Yes. So this into 2 becomes our quotient. It is to be written right above our 4. Yes. And then the product here 4 is written below our dividend 4. Next step would be to subtract 4 minus 4 0. Till now clear children? What did we do? We took the first digit. 2 2s are 4. 2 written in the quotient. 4 written below our dividend. Now when we subtract, we got 0 as our answer. After this, we need to bring the other digit down. What should we do? Bring the other digit down, bringing 8 down. Now what are we left with? 8. Now in 2 table we have 2 4s are 8. Yes, in 2 table we have 2 4s are 8. So this 4 becomes our quotient. It is to be written right above our 8. And this product 8 will be written here. And next step would be to subtract. 8 minus 8 becomes 0. Now after this, are we having any digit to bring down? No. Yes. So 0 is less than our divisor. The number here we got is less than our divisor. So we cannot divide it further. So what does 0 becomes? 0 becomes our remainder children. Clear? Or how did we multiply a two-digit number by one-digit number? Lastly, we are left with 0. It is less than our divisor, so we cannot further divide it. And 0 becomes our remainder. It is the number that is remaining at the end. And what is the answer for this division? 24. Each person will get 24 rupees. Clear? Whenever we are saying that what is the answer for the division, it is nothing but the quotient children. And where is the quotient written? On top. Yes. So whenever we are saying the answer of the division, it will be our quotient. 24 is our answer. What is 2? 2 is our divisor. It is doing the work of division. So it becomes our divisor. And 48 is being divided. So it becomes our dividend. Clear about this two-digit number by a one-digit number children? Yes, divisor is 2, dividend is 48, quotient is 24 and remainder is 0. Therefore, the quotient is 24. Hence, each one gets how many? 24 rupees. Okay, and if you remember the statement, children, divisor into quotient plus remainder should be equal to what? Our dividend. Divisor is 2 into our quotient 24. So what is 2 into 24? 2 into 24 becomes 48. Then adding our remainder. Remainder is 0. 48 plus 0 gives us what? 48 plus 0 is equal to 48. Now what is this 48? It is equal to our dividend. Yes or no? See, the dividend is also 48. So what does this prove? It proves that our division, whatever we have done, is correct. Clear, children? Now moving on to division with regrouping. Example, if there are 32 mangoes and they have to be placed in 2 baskets equally, then how many mangoes will be there in each basket? Again, there we are having 32 mangoes which are to be placed equally in 2 baskets. So what should we do? We need to find 32 divided by 2. The total number of mangoes divided by the number of baskets. 32 divided by 2. Yes, children. The dividend is written inside and the divisor is written outside. Now again, let us take only our first digit. 3 is greater than 2. Yes. So we need to divide only one digit here. If you look at 2 table, we have 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. We do not have any 3 in 2 table. So that 3 comes between this 2 and 4. Yes or no, children? Yes. So which number should we go with? The higher number or the smaller number? We should always go with the smaller number. Okay? We should always go with the smaller number. 2 ones are 2. So where will we write this 1? We'll write this 1 in the quotient right above our 3. And about this 2, it will be written below our 3 here. Now what will be our next step? To subtract. 3 minus 2 becomes 1. Yes, children, what does 3 minus 2 becomes? 3 minus 2 becomes 1. And then what should we do? Bring the digit in one's place down. So we'll have 1, 2 becomes 12. And again, if you look at our 2 table, we have 2, 6 are 12. We are having 12 in 2 table. So where will we write this 6? 6 will be written in the quotient and 12 will be written just below this. And if we subtract, what will be our answer? 0 will be our remainder. There are no digits left to bring down and 0 is less than 2 here. Clear, children? 0 becomes our remainder. Now 1, 6, 16 becomes our quotient. What? Therefore the quotient is 16. So the number of mangoes in each basket becomes what? 16. Here the divisor is, see, what did we do? 32 divided by 2. The smaller number is the divisor. The bigger number is the dividend. Quotient is 16 and the remainder is 0. Again, if you look at the division statement, divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. Now here we are having 2 into 16 plus 0. 2 into 16 becomes what? 32 plus 0. 32 plus 0 is equal to 32. What is this 32? It is our dividend. We got our dividend. Again, what does this prove, children? That our division is correct. Next, exercise 5.2. Complete the following long division. The first one has been done for you. Yes, what should we do? We should complete these long divisions. Okay, first one is already done. If you want, you can look at it for reference. Now coming to the second one, 58 divided by 2, children. Again, going with only first digit. In 2 table, we have 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. 5 comes in between here. 5 is not there in 2 table. So what will we do? We'll go with the lesser number 4. 2 2s are 4. So 2 will be written in the quotient. 4 will be written just below 5. Next, what should we do? Subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Then we have to bring the 8 down. 1 8 becomes 18. And in 2 table, what do we have, children? 2 9s are 18. So this 9 becomes our quotient, writing just above 8. and then 18 is written below here. When we subtract 18 minus 18 is 0. Yes, 0 is our remainder. 29 is our quotient. Coming to question 3. 78 divided by 2. Yes children, again 7. We do not have 7 in 2 table. We have 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. 7 lies in between here. So going with the smaller number. 2 3s are 3 written in the quotient, 6 written below here. 7 minus 6 becomes 1, bringing 8 down. Again, what do we know? 2 9s are 18. 2 9s are 18. Yes, when we subtract, 0 will be our remainder. Clear children? 39 is the quotient and 0 is our remainder. Okay, I hope you can solve question number 4, right? Yes, try solving question number 4 in your notebook. And after you solve, what should be the quotient? 13 should be your quotient, children. Okay? Next, we are having many more examples here. Okay, please try solving these divisions so that you will become perfect in divisions. I'll give you the quotients, you can cross check. For question number 5, the quotient would be 15. For 6, it would be 33. For 7th question, it would be what? 14. 14 fours are 64. Sorry, not 14 fours are 64, right? 16 fours are 64. Next, coming to question number 8, 11 will be our quotient. Okay, children, try solving these divisions and these should be your quotients after dividing. Now, coming to division with remainder. Now, 2-digit quotient with remainder other than 0. Now, whatever divisions we did till now, they all had 0 as their remainders. But now let us look at a division where the remainder is a number other than 0. Let us divide 75 by 4. What question is given for us? 75 divided by 4. Okay, shall I do here? 75 divided by 4. Again going with only one digit because it is greater than our divisor. 4 ones are 4. When we subtract, 3 will be our remainder. Bringing 5 down. Do we have 35 in 4th table, children? No, right? We have 4 8s are 32 and 4 9s are 36. Yes. So 35 lies in between these two. We should go with the smaller number. 4 8s are 32. So 8 is written in the quotient. 32 written below here. When we subtract, 5 minus 2 3. 3 minus 3 0. What is remaining? 3 is remaining. Now this remainder is less than 4. So we cannot further divide it. So what does 3 become here, children? 3 becomes our remainder. What do we have here? Other than 0, we are having 3. We are having a different number this time. 18 becomes our quotient. See, 18 is our quotient and remainder is our 3. Divisor is 4 and dividend is 75. What are they saying? Remainder is always less than the divisor. Otherwise, your long division is wrong. Okay. So, whenever you are stopping that this is our remainder, make sure that the remainder is always less than our divisor here. Now, here the remainder is 3 and the divisor is 4. Yes. So, this is correct. The remainder is less than our divisor 4. If this was 5, if the remainder was 5, then it would be wrong. This cannot be possible, children. The remainder should always be less than our divisor. Clear? Division of numbers with 0 in units place. What do we have? Example, if 80 motorcycles are to be arranged equally in 4 rows, then find the number of motorcycles in each row. We have 80 here. What does 80 have? 80 has 0 in the units place or the ones place. So how will we divide when a number has 0 in the units place? Now what should we do with these 80 motorcycles? Motorcycle is nothing but a bike here. Yes. So these bikes are to be arranged equally in 4 rows. And we should find out the number of motorcycles in each row. So what should you do? 80 should be divided by 4. 80 divided by 4 gives the number of motorcycles in each row. Yes children, if I say 80 chocolates are to be distributed among 4 students, then how many will each student get? What will you do? 80 divided by 4. Yes, in the same way, these 80 motorcycles are to be arranged equally in 4 rows. So to find out the number of motorcycles in each row, we need to divide 80 by 4. Let me divide here. 80 divided by 4 children. First going with only one digit. Yes, because the first digit is greater than our divisor. Now we have 4 2s are 8. Yes, 2 will be in the quotient, 8 will be written below. Now when we subtract, we should subtract, right? 8 minus 8 becomes 0. Now what are we doing? Bringing other digit down, 0. Now children, this is where many students get confused. Here we are having 0. You might think we have come to 0, right? So 0 becomes our remainder and 2 becomes our quotient. No. This 0 is not what we are remaining with. This is the 0 that we have brought down. Suppose if this was 2 or any other number, would you have left it there? No, right? We would have done further division. In the same way, even though we have 0 here, it is not our remainder. It is the digit that we have brought down from the ones place. Now when does 0 come in fourth table? We have 4 zeros are 0. When we subtract, 0 will be remaining. Now this 0 will be our remainder children. Okay. What does our answer become? 20 becomes our quotient. Remember, this 0 we have brought down from above. So this cannot be our remainder. We need to divide it with 4. 4 zeros are 0. Then the number that is remaining after subtracting it becomes our remainder. Clear? So what can we conclude from this? Therefore the quotient is 20. So each row will have 20 motorcycles. Here divisor is 4, dividend is 80, quotient is 20, and what is our remainder? Remainder is 0. Okay children, if you want you can cross check. Divisor into quotient is 4 into 20. 4 20s are how much? 80 plus what is our remainder? 0. 80 plus 0 becomes 80 only. Now what is 80? 80 is our dividend. So we can say that the division that we have done is correct. Suppose if you would have taken 2 as the quotient, yes, then your answer would have been 8. 4 2s are 8 plus 0 becomes 8. 8 is not our dividend, right? So that would not have been the correct division. Clear? So even after dividing, if you check using this statement, you can yourself check whether you have done any mistake in the division or not children. Now coming to exercise 5.3. Divide the numbers here. What should we do? We should divide the numbers. Coming to the first one, 51 divided by 2. See, 51 divided by 2. Wait a minute, yes, so that it would be visible for you. Where is this pen? Wait a minute children. Achha, okay. 51 divided by 2, I'll do it here. What should we do? If you look at the first digit, it is greater than our divisor. So, we are going forward with it. Yes. In 2 table, we have 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Now do we have 5 in 2 table? No. 5 here lies between 4 and 6. So which number should we go with? We should go with the smaller number. 2 2s are 4. So the 2 will be written in the quotient above our 5. Then 4 will be written just below 5. What will be our next step? It is to subtract. 5 minus 4 becomes 1. Yes children, 5 minus 4 becomes 1 is our remainder here. Now does the division end here? No, we are having another digit in the ones place. That is 1. We have to bring it down. Yes. Now what are we left with? 11. Now in 2 table we have 2 5s are 10 and 2 6 are 12. Again we do not have any 11 in 2 table. It lies between 10 and 12. Yes. So which number should we go with? 10 or 12? The smaller number, that is 10. Yes, 2 5s are 10. So writing this 5 in the quotient above our 1 and then writing 10 below 11. When we subtract, 11 minus 10 gives 1 as our answer. Now after this, are we having any digit to bring down children? No, right? And this number here 1 is less than our divisor 2. Yes or no? It is less than our divisor 2. So we cannot further divide it. Now what does 1 become? 1 becomes our remainder. So what does 1 become? 1 becomes our remainder. And what is our answer? That is quotient. Quotient is 25. What is 2? 2 is our divisor. And 51 becomes our dividend. Yes, clear children with question A? Okay. Coming to question B. 88 divided by 6. Now only taking the first digit as it is greater than our divisor. Now in 6 table we have 6 1s are 6 and 6 2s are 12. 6 3s are 18. Now do we have any 8 in 6th table? No. So it comes between here 6 and 12. Which number should we go with? The smaller number or the larger number? Smaller number. Yes, 6 1s are 6. Now this 1 will be written above our 8 in the quotient and this 6 will be written below our 8. Next step would be to subtract. 8 minus 6 2. Yes children. Now what should we do? We should bring the other digit down which is in the ones place. 8 brought down, we are left with 28. Now we have 6 4s are 24 and 6 5s are 30. We do not have any 28 in 6th table. It comes between this 24 and 30. Yes children. So which number should we go with? 24 because it is the smaller number. 6 4s are 24. So 4 written in the quotient. 24 written just below our 28. What will be our next step? To subtract. Yes. 8 minus 4 4. 2 minus 2 0. Now this 4, after the 4 we are not having any digit to bring down. But can we further divide this? No. Because it is less than our divisor. It is less than our divisor. Now what does 4 become? 4 becomes our remainder. Okay. Clear? 88 divided by 6. 14 is our quotient and 4 is our remainder. 14 is our quotient and 4 is our remainder. For this what did we get? 25 is our quotient and 1 is our remainder. Coming to question C. 60 divided by 5. Taking only the first digit. 5 1s are 5. Yes, when we subtract 1 will be remaining. And then what should we do? We should bring the digit in ones place down. We have 10 now. Do we have 10 in 5th table? Yes, we have. 5 2s are 10. Yes, 2 in the quotients, place 10 written below here. When we subtract, 10 minus 10 gives us 0. And 0 is our remainder. What is our quotient? 12 is our quotient. Yes, in 60 divided by 5, 12 is our quotient and 0 is our remainder. Clear, children? Now I want you to solve question D, E, F, G and H. Okay, in your notebooks at home. After finishing this class, what you can do is pause the video here. Okay, pause the video here, note down these questions in your notebook and then try solving, or else you can take a screenshot, children. Now I'll write the quotients here. This is the first one would be 10, and for the second one what would it be? 12. Next for this 10 should be 16. For this it would be 3. Okay, so these will be our quotients, and I am not giving the remainders. Okay, children, try solving and check the quotients with the answers that I have given. Now coming to the last topic for today, what should we do here? Write the missing numbers. What are we given here? We are having divisor, dividend. We need to find out the quotient and remainder. It is easy, right? Yes, it is easy for us. It is just a normal division. 81 divided by 5. Now when we divide, taking 5 ones are 5. Subtract 3 is remaining. 1 brought down. 5 6 are 30. When we subtract, 1 will be remaining. So what is 16? 16 is our quotient. 1 is our remainder. Quotient is 16. 1 is our remainder, children. Okay. Now, okay, I'll explain B and D later, but first let me explain question C. Divisor, quotient and remainder are given. We need to find out our dividend. If you remember the division statement, children, divisor into quotient plus remainder will give us our dividend. Yes or no? Yes. So divisor into quotient plus remainder. We have divisor, quotient and remainder. If we do this, we will get our dividend. First, what should we do? Multiply divisor and quotient. 7 into 13. 13 into 7. 7 threes are 21. 1 here 2 carried. 7 ones are 7. Plus 2 becomes 9. So 91 is our answer. What? Divisor into quotient is 91. For that, what should we do? Add remainder 5. 91 plus 5. When we add 1 plus 5, 6 and 9 here. What is 96 now? Divisor into quotient, that is 95, plus our remainder. When we added all these, we got 96 as our answer. So what does 96 become, children? 96 becomes our dividend. Okay. That is why this is another use of this division statement. When one of the terms is missing, you can find out easily. Clear? Divisor into quotient, that is 7 into 13 plus our remainder 5 gave us 96. That is our dividend in question C. Now coming to question B and question D, children. Here the divisor is missing. Dividend, quotient and remainder are given. Yes, what are they? So divisor is missing. Dividend, quotient and remainder are given. 50, 10, 0. Dividend, quotient and remainder. What do we know? Divisor into quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. Yes. Now here finding dividend was easy, but now here we have to find out the divisor. What should we find out? We should find out the divisor. Then divisor would be equal to dividend minus remainder whole divided by our quotient. What it is, children? To find out the divisor, we should follow this. First, subtract remainder from the divisor. Divisor minus remainder. Sorry, dividend. Dividend minus remainder divided by quotient. Let me write it here. Dividend minus quotient divided by our remainder. Okay, now what is the dividend here? 50 is our dividend. 50 minus what is the quotient? Sorry, dividend minus remainder by quotient. I am sorry children. Dividend minus remainder. What is a remainder? 0. Yes. So first let us subtract. 50 minus 0 becomes 50. Now what should we do? Divide it by our quotient, that is 10. Now 50 divided by 10. We know that 10 fives are 50. What it is? 10 fives are 50. So our answer is 5. What is our answer? Our answer is 5. Now what is this answer? This answer is our divisor. This answer, dividend minus remainder by quotient. Now this answer that we got 5 is our divisor. How did we get it? Dividend minus remainder. First subtract both of them and then divide the difference by our quotient. Yes, the difference that we get, we need to divide it by our quotient. So what is our divisor here? 5 is our divisor. Coming to question D, we need to find out the divisor. Dividend, quotient and remainder are given. 48, 5 and 3. This is our dividend, quotient and remainder. Again as I said, what is our divisor? Dividend minus remainder divided by our quotient. Now dividend minus remainder becomes 48 minus 3, that is equal to 45. Divided by what? What should we do? Divided by our quotient, that is 5. Yes, we know that 5 nines are 45. Yes children. So 9 becomes our answer here. Yes or no? 45 divided by 5. We have done it in the first class. 5 nines are 45. So 9 becomes our answer. Now what is this 9? This is our divisor. What is this 9? 9 is our divisor. Clear children? With the help of the division statement, how to find out the missing numbers as well. And with this we've come to the end of today's class. Try solving the divisions which I have gave for homework.